Yes, we are ready. Yes. Ready to redeem, ready to take a stand, and ready to redeem our native land. That's a line from a calypso of the same name by Calypso Franco, for those of you who didn't remember. And the message is still so apt, especially for a time like this. Sisters and brothers, those of you who are here with us tonight, you who are joining us via radio or television, a pleasant and beautiful good evening to all of you. We, the women of the United Progressive Party, come to engage you at this critical juncture in our country's history, when you are being called upon to ready yourself for a mission of redemption. Sisters and brothers, we are at a point when we are all asking, how much more can we take? So my message for all of us tonight is to say, your country needs you now more than ever. We hear the cries of the young and the need for opportunities. We hear the cries of the elderly and for them to receive what is due to them. We hear the cries from the rising number of unemployed and underemployed. And for a government that once boasted of being an economic powerhouse, we wonder, why aren't these cries being heard? Instead, what do we see? We see a governing party, the Antigua Labour Party, that has mastered the art of self-enrichment for its members. To hell with those of you who are not doing well. We're okay because we're doing well. Well, at least it seems that is what they're seeming to say. Is that what you voted for, brothers and sisters? Really? Is that what Antigua and Barbuda voted for? I think not. We need a government that is concerned about putting people first, improving the quality of life for all our people. And putting people first is the core philosophy of the United Progressive Party. In fact, it was that principal purpose that guided the UPP government between 2004 and 2014 to put people first in all planning and all policies. Sisters and brothers, we hear crime reports almost on a daily basis. We need to feel secure in this country of ours. We need a government that will put priority on the police force and on the defense force, just as the UPP did during our time in office. We have a situation now, sisters and brothers, where not even proper accommodation can be afforded to our police officers. Take a good look at what is happening at our police stations. They are all in a state of disrepair, and the officers are being asked to catch here and catch there. And worse, most of the police stations are outside of the precincts, outside of the areas or the villages to which they're assigned. And all we're getting is promise after promise after promise. That is not good enough, brothers and sisters. There's another issue that affects us and saddens us. Our women are crying out for help. We hear it every day. And let us cast our minds back to 2014, when the Antigua Labour Party came to office. You remember the charity they called Share Incorporated? Yes, this was a charity that is owned and managed by MP Maria Brown Bird, wife of Gaston Brown. And this, we were told, was able to raise thousands and thousands of dollars to benefit women entrepreneurs and to offer scholarships to women who qualify. Well, I'm going to be honest. I am a blue to the bone. But when I heard so, I became excited. Because, of course, anything for the advancement of women, I am going to support. But I was so disappointed. My joy was short-lived. The question has to be asked, where are the testimonials of the women who benefited from this charity? Where are they? Do you know of anyone who said, I benefited from share? Where are they? All we heard and all we know was that the husband came to the public and say, oh, we're closing down the charity because it's being ridiculed. What can go so? What can go so? So whatever happened to the money that was raised and was never disbursed? You ever thought about that, Sister Era? Whatever happened to those monies? And just last week in Parliament, the PM told us that Share Inc. is a shareholder in Point FM, and Point FM is paying monthly rentals to Share Inc. What can go so? So wait, let's get it right. What is that revenue going towards if the charity is no longer operational? Women of Antigua and Barbuda, women who are unemployed, women who are seeking to give to get that boost into entrepreneurship. You need to ask the question. The charity was intended for you. And especially at a time like that, you need the help. Go and ask about it and demand answers. Funds were raised in your name. You need to claim it. You need to claim it. You know, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, we're at that point in our history that we need to take a stop and think of where we're going. You know, as I said before, there are so many issues affecting us, and you'll be hearing a lot from the speakers tonight. But we need to ask ourselves that question. What can I do to effect or to bring about that change? My suggestion, firstly, is to ensure that you are a registered voter. If you are, tick, right? If you are, just like how we have a hurricane preparedness list, I am suggesting that we start putting together our election preparedness list. Every family should have one. So just like now in the hurricane season, we're putting up Pampers and baby food and medication for our grandparents and elderly parents and batteries and sanitizers and toilet paper. Similarly, we need to start preparing our election list. That's your first order of business. And once you start, make sure that you have your voter's ID card. Once you have it, secure it. That is the first thing. And for those of you who are not yet registered, make it a priority to become registered. Find the registration center in your constituency. If you don't know where it is, ask us. We will be more than happy to direct you. And for those of you who registered and did not pick up your voter ID card, I want you to listen. Please, I beg you, please go and do so. See this as a call to national duty. The mission of redemption needs all hands on deck. All hands. And your voter ID is your passport to that ship. Your vote matters. Your vote will make a difference. Pick up your ID card tomorrow. Having done all that, we invite you now to become crusaders with us in the United Progressive Party as we seek to spread the message of redemption and hope throughout all the corners of Antigua and Barbuda. Get involved in your constituency. Get involved at every street corner. Spread the message of redemption and hope. You see, the task before us is great. We have a solid team to redeem. Men and women who have put their hand up and said, I want to be a standard bearer for the United Progressive Party. We commend them highly. But you know what? They cannot do it alone. They need us. They need me. They need you. All of us need to carry the fight with them. Brothers and sisters, are you ready for that fight? Serpent, are you ready for the fight? You better be. You better be. And you know what? I want to take a little time out to big up our political leader. Yes. Harold Lovell. Let us talk him when he's not here, but you get here anyway. What? Best leader. What a man. This is a man who has put party and country before self. to lead the charge in redeeming Antigua and Barbuda. And you know how we know that he's doing a good job? How you know? Giselle moved to the top of the class. Morning, noon, and night, the attacks are coming. And they're coming fast and furious these days. But he's a strong man. He's a strong man. But trust me when I say, you do not throw stones at a tree that is not flourishing. Continue to push on, Mr. Political Leader. Continue. And having said that, we, all of us, need to be there to support him. We need to fight back with him. Harold Lovell, we, the members of the UPP Women's Forum, we want you to know that we are 100% behind of you. You are our leader. You are the only leader, and we are behind you. Antigua and Barbuda needs you, and we will be there to usher you through. Remember that, sisters and brothers, as we engage in this mission to redeem our country, I suggest that we all become like evangelists. Let us not ask, what is the opposition doing? Rather, let us ask, what am I doing? Or am I doing enough? Yes. Encourage those who live with you to get registered and to become foot soldiers as well. Those with whom you work, those with whom you commune, get out and knock on doors. Let them know that the time for change is now. But the change will only come when all of us put our shoulders to the wheel. Antigua and Barbuda needs to breathe again. We need the heavy knee of this vindictive government off our neck. Too much sufferation. But we live in hope knowing that redemption day draweth nigh. My good people, let us keep our lamp trimmed and filled with the proverbial oil as we remain vigilant and be prepared so that whenever that call comes, we can all say, yes, we are ready. Yes. Ready to take a stand. Yes. Ready to redeem our native land. God bless you. God bless the United Progressive Party. God bless Antigua and Barbuda.
Them mash up the country.